Hello Pisces, welcome to your October 2019 monthly forecast. Thanks for joining me. My name is Michelle and this is for Sun, Moon, Rising and Venus signs. Doing something a little bit different with the format this month, so please let me know below how you like it, and also press that like button as well if you don't mind. That would be really appreciated. Pisces, let's get started. We'll start with the overall focus, we'll move on to love and then talk about career and your financial outlook. When it comes to your overall focus, from Sacred Destiny, we have the card of Standstill. And for the benefit of my podcast listeners, this is a picture of a wading bird in a swamp. So some swamplands, feeling swamped, feeling bogged down, feeling like something isn't moving. You know, it's interesting, isn't it, when you think of a swamp and water. It seems like things are moving on the surface, but beneath that, there are a lot of, it's like a quagmire, you know, being stuck in the mud, a lot of immovable objects. And that's how I feel around you here, Pisces. On the surface seems to be moving, but underneath there's something stuck. Now, how to get unstuck? Well, of course, first you have to decide what it is, or find out what it is that is keeping you stuck. You can ignore it and just continue on, but this month you're being called to look deep, to look in this water and see what's keeping you from moving on. It's like being in the garden there and seeing a bunch of weeds and knowing that they're there, but just ignoring them and saying, well, you know, there's no weeds, I'm not going to pull them. Here you're being asked to pull the weeds. Pull the weeds. When it comes to your love life, we have the card of Hibiscus. Now, hibiscus is a very happy, beautiful, tropical flower. Makes me think of Hawaii and all things beautiful. A thing of beauty is a joy forever. John Keats quote. So yes, the thing is, when you speak about beauty, beauty is forever. Even if the exterior fades, you know, the superficial things that we consider beautiful, beauty within still remains. That's what I'm getting around this card. Feeling beautiful within. Even if in the past you haven't felt quite that way. When it comes to your work, you have the card of nettle. And when you think of nettles, of course, you think of stinging nettles. And of course, it's a cautionary card. So getting too close, perhaps you have this protective barrier around you here, Pisces, where if people get a bit too close, you have the stinging nettles, that protective layer around you. It's definitely about putting out the flags there and saying caution, caution, you know, don't get too close. That's the feeling that you're giving out, whether you realize it or not in the workplace. Now, when it comes to your financial outlook, you've got the card of the Queen. And the Queen is ruled by the Moon, of course. It's more of a receptive kind of energy, a feminine energy, of course. Being an empowered feminine leader, which is a great attribute. Regal, courageous, prosperous, powerful energy, intuitive, knowledgeable, all of that. But of course, queens can rule with compassion, or queens can rule with control. And I'm wondering which one of those that you are at the moment here, Pisces. So let's see where this goes. I'm going to start with the overall focus for the month, which is things being at a standstill. It feels like something is blocking you here, Pisces. Let's get started. For your overall focus for the month, we have the Three of Cups. Interesting. And paired with the Queen here, I feel like this energy is around you of being, you have this kind of social circle around you, a group. And whether you realize it or not, there's something about this group which is a little bit stuck. Okay, that's what I'm getting from Spirit. We have the High Priestess also, again, that queen-like energy. I feel like you have this group of people around you, Pisces, which is a very strong group. You feel very empowered together, but it's a very closed group, and other people find it difficult to get into that group. It's like you've got your castle, your queen of the castle here, you've got your handmaidens or your ladies in waiting here, Pisces, and the castle's drawbridges are all up, no one can get in. So why are things at a standstill? Well, Spirit is suggesting it's because of this close-knit group. Okay. What's working against you here, Pisces, is we've got this Queen of Wands in reverse. Now, who's that? Could be you. It could be some jealousy, some envy. Perhaps it's this group. Perhaps this is a group that covers up. Okay, you know what I'm getting from Spirit here? I feel like this group can be a little bit on the catty side. A little bit judgy. That's what I'm getting. So you guys have a very high standard, and you don't let people in that you feel is below that. I'm sorry, that's what I'm getting. I get a very strong feminine energy around this, so if you're a male, I apologize, but this could be someone around you if you're a male. You could be dealing with a group of women that are like this, perhaps in your family, perhaps you have a friend. Yeah, this Queen of Wands in reverse, let's see. Four of Coins. Okay. Again, I get this closed off energy around this. Not opening up. It's power. You're a very powerful person, Pisces, but you are restricted. You don't show a lot of, I get it as an emotional side of yourself, that more compassionate side. So Pisces, if this isn't you, then you're dealing with someone like this. And we have the Ace of Cups. So yeah, opening up emotionally. That seems to be the issue here. Being open-hearted, showing that more feminine side of yourself. Spirit is suggesting that your masculine side may have gotten a little bit too emboldened here. And now it's time to just put that on the shelf for a minute and focus on the more feminine side of yourself. So very powerful energy around you, but needing to show a little bit of a softer energy, I feel, especially if you're being called into a position of power. Okay, let's see. What have we got for we've got the Hibiscus card for your love life. Beauty and happiness. And beauty, of course, is beauty within, not necessarily talking about something on the surface here, because this talks about long-lasting beauty. And we have the Seven of Wands, which is, again, that warrior kind of energy. Fighting spirit around you here, Pisces, like take no prisoners, suffering no fools. Along with the Three of Swords, yeah, I feel it's because of past pain, some heartbreak in the past. You don't want to get hurt again. So you have this protective energy around you, and you sting. Yeah, I get stinger energy. So it's almost like I'm speaking to a Scorpio here with you may have a Scorpio around you, Pisces, that is acting this way, but this stinger kind of energy of not wanting to get hurt, and so therefore you've got your barriers. You are very, very much up on that higher. It's a higher elevation in terms of putting yourself up there and not letting anyone get up to that level with you, keeping everyone down on a lower level. Yeah, and doing it in quite a, I have to say, quite a blunt way. We've got the Seven of Pentacles here as well. You know, it all stems from frustration, because you feel, you're looking around at other people and you're thinking to yourself, well, they can do it, or that's it, they have what I would like. Why is it not happening for me? So there's a lot of frustration around you when it comes to you've put effort in the past, you feel like it's not working, it hasn't worked. Why isn't it working? This is this blockage, the things that are a standstill. It seems to be about your love life, but it's also tied into the financial aspects as well, this blockage. But I feel the blockage here is because you keep yourself at a distance without opening up emotionally to people around you, except for this close-knit group. Now, we also have the Prince of Cups as your energy, the charmer. Yeah, so I do feel that when it comes to your love life, you tend to be someone, Pisces, who takes a more youthful approach, perhaps a little bit naive. Maybe you've trusted people that you shouldn't have trusted in the past, and so now you've built up a stronger essence around you of, you know, I'm not going to let that happen to me again. But that in itself, you know, it's not a bad thing in terms of the need to be vigilant, to be cautious. But the energy that I'm getting from Spirit around this is you shouldn't let the past get in the way of finding something new, to be open to finding something new. Yeah, you have to come forward and be more emotionally open, be ready to be open, and not be closed off, and be willing to kind of take it a little bit slow, you know, step by step, not rushing into things and then having them flame out. I get very slow energy here, slow, and opening up to trusting something new. Now, what's working against you, we've got the Three of Pentacles. So when it comes to working together with others, teamwork, putting the effort in. We also have the Knight of Pentacles here. So again, it is about putting in the effort, following through. Yeah, I get that there has been an issue around you, Pisces, of not following through in the past, giving up without having something pay off. And we also have the Chariot. Yeah, it's about making a decision and moving ahead with courage, with determination, to work together with other people. And trusting, I get trusting, loyalty. Okay. Again, I get trust issues around you. I feel for you, you have had difficulty getting out of this kind of rut. I get a very stagnant energy around you. And Spirit is certainly calling for you to start to take action towards what you want, especially when it comes to a partner. And be open, and then be willing to follow it through. You know, not to get discouraged or disappointed along the way. You know, put the effort in, and it will pay off. But again, I get a slow energy. You know, you may want something to happen quickly, but quick is not the way to build something long-lasting here, Pisces. You may have tried that in the past, it hasn't worked. And let's see what we have here. We have the Eight of Swords. Yeah, this freedom from restrictive thoughts, negative thoughts, like that's not for me. That's not going to happen for me. I can't do that. I'm not going to have that great relationship. It's freeing yourself from that. It's freeing yourself from restrictive thoughts, self-sabotaging thoughts. I feel here, Pisces, you've self-sabotaged with relationships out of fear of getting hurt. But I see that you have the ability to attract people. With this hibiscus card, we have beauty and happiness. So sharing that happy spirit, feeling more optimistic about your future, this will help you. This will help you move forward. We also have the Ace of Pentacles, a reward. You want a reward for your hard work, you want it to pay off eventually. And you've felt like in the past it hasn't paid off. So you felt, well, why bother? Why put the effort in if it's just not going to work? But then we have the Ace of Swords. So we're talking about getting that moment of where you have a breakthrough, where you realize what's been holding you back, what's keeping you in this quagmire, this swampland here, preventing you from moving forward, this inertia. It's your thoughts, it's what you're thinking about yourself, thinking about past relationships that haven't worked out, and believing that something isn't meant for you, or that it's for other people, but you can't achieve it. You can hear, Pisces, very clearly if you put the effort in. If you make the decision to overcome the past and put in the work and take it slow, don't rush into things and expect them to work out. I feel that this is just a very simple matter of taking it slow, opening up to getting to know people, and learning to trust again. Now, Pisces, when it comes to your work environment, we've got the nettle here, this caution. You've got this blockage where you've got this barrier around you where people don't want to get too close because they feel that, you have your stingers out, basically. The focus for you is the Justice card, but it's in the reverse. So for you, it is, in the workplace, it's about treating people fairly, equally. I get that you can be perhaps a little bit judgmental. I do get this group here, this clique, this cluster of people can tend to be a little bit on the critical side of other people. And also of yourself, that self-sabotage energy. But generally, if we're negative about other people, we tend to be negative about ourselves, but we cover it up with kind of an overconfidence, and pretending that we're above something, or we have this you can't get to me energy, or aloofness, that kind of feeling. It's about being inclusive instead of being exclusive, excluding others because you've deemed them to be unworthy, or not people that you want to get to know. Again, Pisces, kind of weird energy. Now, this may not be you. Again, this may be someone around you that's doing this to you. We've got the High Priestess in reverse. Again, I get that coming out of that aloof energy, rejoining, not keeping yourself at a distance, opening yourself up to other people. And the Seven of Cups, exploring your options. Okay. So if there's a situation here where you've been closed off in when it comes to work and career, and where you felt like things were somehow out of balance in your life there, it tells me that if you open yourself up to I feel it's more opening yourself up to other opportunities and starting to realize that you do have other opportunities, that you're not stuck. So if you're feeling stuck at work, It's recognizing that you do have other opportunities around you and starting to look at those. And by being more sociable and being around other people, it may open up more opportunities for you rather than being closed off. Negatively aspected, we have the Nine of Wands. So yeah, there's that not wanting to get hurt. You're showing a lot of strength, but the strength is coming across as maybe a little bit too masculine. If you're well, male or female, it's a little bit too much of that don't come near me vibe. Stay away. I don't want to get hurt again. Leave me alone. Just leave me be. And the Death card, putting an end to that. It's you're coming across as quite really difficult to get to know. People want to get to know you. They do. But then when they get that kind of cold vibe, that cold shoulder, then they tend to step away. But Pisces, I feel for you this has got to lead to transformation. You can use this strength that you've gained from hard times, from going through a lot of struggles in life. You can use that to become stronger, yes, but use it as a strength and wisdom, not as strength with holding people off, because not everyone is someone that is going to hurt you in any way. Now we have the Knight of Pentacles. Yeah, there's that working energy again, putting your head down, getting to work. And we also have the Nine of Pentacles, the Knight and the Nine. So when it comes to your work, you're certainly going to be on your way to achieving a level of success, which is well, I get you as a very independent type of person. There's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with wanting to, you may not want a relationship. You may just decide that you just want to enjoy dating people. There's nothing wrong with that at all, as long as you're upfront with it and tell people that you're not looking for anything long term, because I actually get you as more focused on your making yourself self-sufficient, or keeping yourself self-sufficient, working towards your own success, your own fulfillment, being very diligent about that. But the thing is, when you're in your working environment, I'm not saying you have to be these people's best friends, but just be a little bit more compassionate, and this will allow you to get further along. Especially if you're working as a leader. You don't want to come across as too tyrannical or too cold. Yeah, I'm looking back at your love situation here now, and I'm wondering if this realization here is just you saying to yourself, well, you know what? I kind of feel like I just want to be on my own. You may not want to work as part of a team when it comes to love at the present time. Not saying that that's forever, but for some of you, you may have made a conscious decision just to work on yourself. Yeah, to be patient, to wait until the right person comes along. Let's take a look at your financial situation with this Queen card. Well, your focus for the month. Okay, the King of Cups in reverse. So this may be someone that is around you here, Pisces. It could also be you. Actually, it may be you, because I was picking up that more masculine energy as it relates to you, and this would make sense. Yeah, I feel that is you. This more masculine side. You've been very focused on money. Very much so. To the detriment of all else, I feel. You have been... Again, I get this emotional distance from others. We have the Strength card as a positive influence, so again, compassion. That more compassionate side, that more feminine energy here. We also have the Emperor in reverse. Yeah, there's that energy that I was picking up was like maybe a little bit too on the trying to control an outcome. Okay. Yeah. This is definitely about you, Pisces, wanting to stand strong, to still have your independence. And you don't want to be seen as someone weak. Whether you're in a relationship or whether this is just you on your own, you don't, and in business, you don't want to be seen as weak. And the Ace of Pentacles in reverse, yeah, very focused on the money. But actually by doing this, you're kind of blocking the money coming to you, by being restrictive instead of expansive, being open to what the universe can provide to you. I feel like the universe wants to come in and give you this prosperity, Pisces, but it can't come in because you're restricting it by blocking off this more receptive energy, this more feminine energy around you. You've got this rigidity around you where the universe may be wanting to come in with prosperity under, and it may look like it may be under the influence of other people that want to get near you, but you wouldn't know that because you're not letting them get close. So being open, being more open emotionally, being more compassionate, caring, patient with people in general. We've got the Six of Cups in reverse, growing up, maturing, letting go of past issues that have blocked you. The Fool in reverse, yeah, this feeling of keeping yourself stagnant, not making any move here. And we've got the Eight of Wands, and I want to get one more, and the Empress in reverse. Okay, so there we go. So what's blocking you when it comes to the financial aspects? Well, it's about the way that you have gone about gaining financial stability or financial prosperity in the past. I feel that you've taken a few risks. They haven't paid off. I get risky moves, maybe a little bit immature, a little bit foolish. Yeah, I do see that. You haven't been acting as your best self, Pisces. That's the thing, and it hasn't gotten you to where you want to be. So you've taken a lot of action, swift action in the past. And I get for you that you need to turn all of these around into the upright. So you need to put yourself first, slow things down. Yes, take a risk, but show that more giving side, that more compassionate side, that caring side. I see this as a gift. The universe wants to give you this gift of prosperity. But first you have to be open to let it in, and be willing to be a little bit patient. So being emotionally open and not rushing back to a way of being that you've been in the past that hasn't paid off for you. Whether this is a person coming back from the past, offering you the same kind of thing, that's certainly not for you. If that's that King of Cups there, give that person a wide berth. They're just going to block you again. And no, I see this as you needing to turn over a completely new leaf. So it's not about blocking energy, it's about being open to it, but being open to the right energy. It's not this past energy. So anyone coming back from the past, you have to say no to that, Pisces, and then start to take action in your own best interests, and go towards people that, well, I feel are more mature, a maturity around them. No one that is going to cause you any kind of restrictions, emotional restrictions. You don't want to get involved with people who are operating on that kind of lower vibration, just wanting selfish things, such as more of a lust kind of driven thing. All of that. No, instead I feel taking the time to get to know someone before getting involved too quickly, and then just being open to trusting someone again on the love front. That's what I see for you here, Pisces. But in the meantime, I think that you are just going to be focused on working towards this fulfillment for yourself. And I feel that that's the best way for you to go, actually. I do. As your overall monthly lesson, we have the spirit of spring. It is about freedom. It's also about action and power, but it's using power for the right reasons, using power the right way. For you, it's not about selfish needs, it's not about depletion. It's time to indulge in some lavish self-care, re-establish that divine connection. You don't want to be in a place where you feel perhaps a bit, I get a little bit of self-sabotage, maybe a bit of self-righteousness here, or acting like a dictator, taking yourself too seriously, forgetting who you are, forgetting your dignity. It's about being the leader, but it's not about you, it's not all about you, Pisces. So you don't want to stay stuck in this energy, because it will become a self-fulfilling prophecy. And then you'll be left to do everything by yourself. And I don't think that you want that long term. Seems like you want it now, but I don't think that you want it long term. If you would like a personal reading, you can email me, gypsyinsights@gmail.com. I thank you for watching. Please take care. Oh, and if you could do me a favor and get the word out to people. I'm pretty much stagnating with my subscribers at the moment, and they don't make it easier here on the tube, so it's pretty hard to get a channel going. So if you are enjoying these readings, please be sure to share with friends, family, Facebook, Twitter, whatever you do there. That would be really appreciated. Thank you very much again, and wishing you the best. Bye for now, Pisces.